Top of the morning, folks. How y'all doing? I'm not sure about you, but I can't think of anything that's more fun than riding a Honda Trail 70 in the museum at 11:30 on a Thursday morning. Look at this thing. Absolutely beautiful. This is at a complete frame-up restoration on a very low mile, only 2,638 original miles on this bike. And are we using a mic on this or no?
No mic.
No mic?
No mic today, just running the on-camera mic. So
come on up close and personal, because I really appreciate this bike. You got to look at the details. I guess I'll start with the most visible thing, and that's the candy gold paint job. The correct metallic candy gold paint job has the original metallic Trail 70 logos on the side. Very high quality paint job on this bike. The chrome work is beautiful. It's got the original Honda HM098 exhaust on here. The seat cover is brand new. The chrome on the pipe's beautiful. I guess we'll go from the paint to the chrome. The front fender chrome's stunning, as is the rear fender chrome. Had a couple water spots on it because I just took it for a rip down West Main Street here. Third gear tapped. The thing does about 40 miles an hour. This is a Trail 70. It's rated for a trail use, but depending on where you live, it may be legal for the streets. It does have a headlight and a tail light, which work beautifully. All the electronics work beautifully on the bike. It's got the license plate thing here on the back if you want to register it. It's got a brand, from the wheels up, everything's brand new. It's got a brand new set of 4.0 by 10 IRC trail ready tires on the front and
they look
back.
Good.
They look beautiful.
They're period correct.
Period correct.
Call that DOT approved.
Yep. And so the tires and the rims are all restored. The paint job's restored. All the chrome's like brand new. The handlebars are perfect on it. The clutch lever and brake lever are brand new condition, as are the grips, the bars, the tachometer. The original headlights in beautiful shape. The forks are in excellent shape. Even the fork chrome on the fork lowers was re-chromed. The frame cradle chrome is in beautiful condition. The aluminum on the bike is highly polished. Now this is a frame up restoration. That means the engine came out of the frame. The cases were sodium blasted, cleaned. The cylinder was honed and repainted in a brand new Honda, not Chinese aftermarket stuff. A brand new Honda piston was installed with Honda rings. The heads were all cleaned up and redone. The intake was polished. The original carburetor was cleaned and rebuilt, along with the original airbox with the new air filter in it. So the carb was rebuilt. Gas tank was cleaned, rinsed. What? I got a little bit of water on here. Yeah, I got a little happy ripping down West Main Street, and the snow melted, but there's a little bit of water there. So got a couple, like I said, went through a puddle. I got a little bit of puddle splash back here. But that's what it's made for. It's made for fun, for taking on the trails.
She's going to go back into the detail department to get cleaned up, and we're going to make sure that no more hooligans have their way with this bike.
Yeah, we're gonna have.
It's far too nice to be going through puddles and stuff. I'm a bit. Why would you do that?
Well, I was having a little bit of fun, and that's what these are for. So I didn't maybe I didn't notice the puddle. I'm not sure, but in any event, paint job's beautiful. The chrome's beautiful. All the running gear, the suspension, everything that works perfectly. The chrome on the forks is done. The original pegs are in mint shape, as is the kickstand and shifter. The aluminum on the bike, when the engine was apart, the aluminum was all polished on the engine cases, and the intake aluminum was polished.
Made in Japan. Hey, they don't make these in Japan anymore.
Oh no, they stopped making these decades ago.
Where do they make them?
These are made in China now, I think. You know, if you see a new one on a repo, it's a Chinese one. This is original. This is a collectible, very highly collectible model right here. One that very desirable and collectible. The serial number is CT70-155361. The seat on this, these are notorious for the original seat bases cracking. This one was cracked in the usual spot right here, so that was professionally welded and painted, and a new seat cover was installed on it. And look at the battery, brand new. All the wiring is new on the bike. So a total frame up, frame off restoration. Now, if you are in the business like we are, or if you know anybody that's in the business, there's a few companies that used to and still do advertise on eBay complete frame up restorations for a Z50 or a CT70 start at $5,000. That's about what it costs to do a frame off on this, with the paint job, the graphics, the tires, rebuilding the motor, everything. It's about, depending on who's doing it, between 40 and 50 hours labor, which at normal shop rates plus parts adds up pretty quick. So you can easily spend considerably more than that. So as far as the value of this goes, Kenny, there was some recent auction listings for, we know the Honda vintage trail bikes and mini bikes are going through the roof. This particular model, the CT70, is also extremely valuable. What are some of the auction results you've seen?
Yeah, the Trail 70s were produced, well, throughout the 70s, but when looking at the recent auction data, I mean, we've been seeing some late model CT70s that are, well, for one, we're producing much larger numbers and on paper, they're not nearly as desirable as something like this. And those bikes are going now in the $4,000 to $5,000 range. When we're looking at original or nut and bolt restorations on these bikes
From a 1970 or
from an early model like this one, there was a 1970 that sold to Barrett Jackson in the Palm Beach auction for $8,600 earlier this year. And last year at, I forget the auction name, I believe it was JM and Sue's, forgive me if I butchered that, but there was a red and white 1970 model, just like this one, that went for $15,600. That was a concourse restored piece. This bike, what's it worth? We're going to put it up and let the market determine the value. But one thing's for sure, we haven't had one of these, an early CT70 restored to this level in some time. Check our channel. It's been a long while. So.
Everything's done on this bike. New chain, the sprockets, tires, the engines from the crank up has all been redone. Oh, it also has a brand new clutch in it, and it runs beautifully. So all the lights, everything works perfectly on it, and it's ready for another, well, another 50 years. So 2020 is coming up. That makes this bike 50 years old, and it's restored to brand new condition. All the chrome, even the chrome, like on the little things, like on the fork cap here is perfect. The handlebar chrome is perfect. The Nippon Seiki original speedometer looks to be in mint condition. For an original, it doesn't get any better than that. So the headlight ring's mint. This is just a no excuses 70. So I wish we could keep it in the museum. Hopefully whoever buys it leaves it there for a while. It'll be go through the detail shop for a final coat of wax on it, and it'll be on display inside the second floor of the museum here. So give us a call if you have any questions at 860-454-7024. And I'll take it for one last spin, shut the fuel petcock off and run the gas out of the float bowl. And she'll be going to the detail shop for a final cleanup. This would make an excellent Christmas present for somebody. What's the date today? Today's December 5th. It's 20 days till Christmas. Merry Christmas, guys.
We can ship little Hondas like this inexpensively, so message us your zip code for a quote. If you're watching this far, thanks for watching, guys. All of you who are subscribed, thank you. Thanks for staying tuned and supporting the channel. Every view counts, guys.
Get stop.
We're gonna go grab some lunch, and then we're gonna shoot this CB 550 in the corner here. So stay tuned, guys. Good luck bidding, and God bless America.
So I love this thing. I was driving around with a choke on, sorry. All the way down to choke off, right?
Yep.
Have to choke on a little bit.
Good luck bidding, guys. God bless America.
Runs better with a choke off. Take care, guys.